Here comes the beautiful blue Hi-Mech with a long rake of 7 Freightliner wagons. We'll bring it to a stop around here and we could have a closer look at her. This model comes from the beautiful presentation pack with a catalogue number of R.645. The locomotive itself has a catalogue number of R.758. Originally the Hi-Mech was introduced in around 1967 and was available for about a year in two-tone green. The presentation pack was available for around 2 years, from 1968 to 1970. The pack was made in a nice cardboard box with a great picture on the front. The inside had a plastic tray, and being stored in the plastic tray, the locomotives had a little bit of wear to the cab ends. The body shell seems to have a great plastic moulding. There's plenty of detail along the sides and the roof, and there's 2 horns on the roof there as part of the mould. The motor bogie on this is the X3170. It had the magnadhesion system, which is just 2 magnets placed between the drive wheels, which gives it extra pulling power. We can also see on the trailing bogie that there are no pickups here. Later models had these, which hugely improved its performance over the points. There were 3 of these Freightliner wagons in the presentation set. The containers had individual numbers on them. Later, in around 1970, the Freightliner company was changed to Freightliner Limited. So if we have a look at the wagons at the end, we can see the change of name followed here on the models as well. The earlier Freightliner wagons had black bases, and the slightly later ones with Freightliner Limited had blue bases. We'll just back these into the siding and then we'll have a look at what we're going to run today. See a slight stutter over the points there, and we'll close point number 4. Keeping to a similar period, we've got the Pullman 2-car set, R.555C, and this is the pale grey and blue version. We've got 2 parlour cars with it, which are numbered R.426. It was presented in a very smart box with a brown cardboard sleeve. The presentation set and the parlour car were available from 1969 to 1972. We'll bring her out to the station. Firstly, we'll open point number 11. And then bring her slowly out of the station over all of those points. And she'll make a bit of noise. She's got the ribbed wheels. And we'll get her out and have a look at her on the straight bit of track. And we'll close the points after her. We'll bring her around the inside line. And I'll just bring her to a stop on the corner here and point out one of the problems that crops up from time to time on the layout. This curve on the layout is first radius. I've had to remove the catenary mast that supplies power over here to allow the Pullman to come round. The underneath of these coaches catches on this power supply mast. All the other coaches don't seem to have a problem, but all the Pullmans catch on here. While she's stationary, we'll open points number 7 just next to the station to allow her round onto the outside line. She's just coming around that 3rd radius curve now, and then up the incline, and then we'll bring her to a gentle stop, and then we'll have a closer look at her. Although this model dates from around 1969, the body moulding originates from around 1963. It's been altered slightly to remove the flush glazing, which made the original model look so futuristic. Interior detail is also excellent. Just look through the window. The tables are already set to eat from. The roof was also very finely detailed for a model of its age, and the power came from the R.645C motor bogie, which had those ribbed wheels. This gives it a very distinctive sound. Some say it gives it a diesel engine sound, but I think it was really introduced just to give these models a little more grip. The non-powered unit is identical to the powered unit, with the exception of the running number. The motor bogie has been replaced with one of the standard bogies. There is great detail on the ends of the units also. It really gives the impression that the corridors are connected. The parlour cars continue with the same detail, the broad blue stripe running along the windows. There is plenty of undercoach detail, and again the roof detail is excellent. After all of that detail, I think we'd better see how she does around the track. And she moves away with ease on that incline, with those ribbed wheels providing extra grip. And as she picks up speed, it develops that distinctive sound, ribbed wheels on steel track. At this point, I think we'll just let her run round the track for a while. I think it's time to bring the Pullman back into the station. To start with, we'll open points number 8 and bring her back onto the inside line. We'll now close points number 8 and then open point number 11 into the station. And now we'll bring her back slowly over the points, back into the station, and we'll bring her along to a gentle stop just before the buffer. Thanks for watching, and look in again next week when I'll have something else from the late trying Hornby period.